Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. 33 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's Gibbs. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will take this one across into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down. Here's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Penix. That one taken in by London. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Moore going in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Third and long. They'll throw. It's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He pushed this one to the right. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
Williams in motion.
Turbo set.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 for 1. Shoot. Cut. Ric Flair. Shell. 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 What's that?
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
DC. Cut.
Now, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Gets to the edge at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is a combination. And vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Value 3. Cut. Tiger.
Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Cut.
On 2nd down, Goff. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Here's Goff. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. McLeod now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Let's go.
On play action, Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next...
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ric Flair. Cut. Turbo set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Average low. Value 1. Hey, Don.
Now Goff. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go.
To throw is Penix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion.
What's that?
Off the play fake, here's Goff. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Pitts is the man in motion. They're going to go play action with Penix. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 42 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Bijan Robinson Touchdown, Falcons. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Bradley Kenyon set to kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 42-yard line.
Hold on. Check. What?
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll work this out to the 23. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Go!
Throwing is Penix. That one is caught by Mooney.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Falcons 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
We'll go play action now with Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he will score! Game on! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going.
And he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The 2-quarter cuts the lead to 7. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll go play action with Goff. He's got his tight end downfield. It's right. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
It's a gain of 16, and it's... plays to begin this drive.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
17, go.
Williams in motion. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Shell. We're good. Hey, lift.
Throwing on second down, Goff. Quick slant, caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Yes, sir.
Patrick motioning here. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McLeod now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Now Penix. He'll get this out to the left flat.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. Now, deep ball for London. That is hard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Now, 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. Yeah!
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And just a short gain there, down to the 38. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Lions called their first timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Now, on 2nd and long.
Here we go, shot.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.